Hey, Brams TV here. This is just going to be my first sort of edit of some utility at Tuscan. I just found some stuff messing around with it for a little bit, so I figured I'd turn it into a video, one, so I don't forget, and two, help you all out there. Alright. Okay, so if you're trying to get sewer, you want to aim at that and jump throw. That will actually completely smoke that off for you. If you stand here, throw the left, you can always smoke this off. And if you're trying to smoke into sight, you'll see if you look straight up, there's a wall here and there's no wall here. So this, right in the middle of this, you want to aim kind of into the actual daylight part because it'll bounce. It'll bounce a few times, and that actually blocks that off. So it takes about 9 seconds with a good spawn to get to sewers, and for CT to come down mid and pretty much get to this angle. So if you wait until about 7 seconds, and you'll see there's like this little green leaf in the top, right? You just take this all the way to kind of where it's a T-pose. So you just run, and then like at about 7 seconds, you lob that. And so at the 9-second mark, when they're coming here, they're literally going to catch this and be white. Alright, so if you come over here, right here there's a wall, and over here there's no wall. So if you go like, I don't know, right in the middle, but a little more on the left side, it'll go through. Alright. Now, if you line this up to this, and you take it all the way to the bottom of this, like the very top pedestal or whatever, anybody is boost, you see they will be blind. Now, if you come up to this brick, oh yeah, and you aim at the so like there's this leaf that sticks out. If you aim at this one right here, this should blind just about everybody. So like even if you're holding an angle right here, it literally pops just outside of it. So this is a pretty pesky area. Okay, so if you have this lined up, have this wall lined up right here, and you aim at this actually will smoke out mid for you. So you don't have to worry about this. If you, let me see, are just a little below, I believe this is it. You can actually smoke off this. Maybe it was just inside a little bit. Yeah, okay. There we go. So this actually blocks that whole thing off. Alright, perfect. So, come up to here, as long as you're past this X, you just follow this pole straight up to the top. It should hit about right there. That'll molly. If you have that smoked off, you're actually free to kind of do whatever you want. You just got to make sure you watch out for here. So a good pop flash, if you just jump on here, you can either pop flash right here, which will be, it'll give them less time, or if you go over to this brick, this gives them a little more time, but you'll pop flash if they're holding from far back. I'll show you what I mean. So if they're holding from here, like this will still catch them. You have more room. Whereas if you pop flash from here, you get less time, but it also flashes less. So, but either way, anybody holding like this kind of angle is going to catch them. They'll be blind. So some good bee smokes. If you're right on this side of the street and you come up to about where it's flush, you aim about right here. Like just in that little opening next to the pillar, and that blocks that off. If you go straight up here to like the top frame, this should smoke off the top. And if you come right into this corner, you'll see there's this wire, and you go right above, and you aim right here, and this should smoke off close. So then if you add the other two, so that's smoked off, and you're pretty, obviously it's fading now, but you actually have a good little area to take right there. Quick smokes CT side. So if you're just up against the wall and you go right above this white side to the window, just top of the roof, this will bounce, hit the bottom stair or hit one of the stairs, and smoke off all middle. And then if you want a good smoke for cat from CT side, you just want to be up against this wall, and you're going to see this pillar. Just aim to the left of the pillar. It should actually drop and smoke off this whole area, which this actually works well too, because you can typically get a little one-way right here. Line up with this middle pole, and then you aim at this right in the middle of the third like bolt thing. To molly under window without being spotted, if you put the axe right in the middle range, I just aim right here, and it'll bring it back. Yeah, it bloomed weird. So this one's a little sketchy. But you come in to like where this lines up, right in the middle, take a step throw. This, like you can literally come right here. See this top wall? If you aim just literally like almost touching it to the right. And then it actually sometimes will give you a little one-way. So to retake B, if you come stand in this corner and come until, I think it's the third beam. Yeah, it's like this third thing out is flush. And you go right up to the top of this. Actually smokes off the entrance. One thing to know is that this is generally where the opening is. Oh, a good little smoke when you're coming to the bridge. Get in the corner, scoot out a little. So this is like flush with the end. Go right in the middle. Just take a step and throw.